Hi, Capricorn. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for May 2015. This month, I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. If you'd like to learn more about me or schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Also, if you have an upcoming reading with me that you've scheduled, please make sure your phone number is up to date. I know it's a long time since you scheduled your appointment and your number may have changed, so please update your number if it's different. Also, please be sure to note that I live on the East Coast of the United States in New Jersey, so when you scheduled your appointment, you scheduled for East Coast time. So if you're not on the East Coast of the United States, please check a time zone converter to make sure we're on the same page for when I call you, because I do want to reach you. Also, please make sure to make your payments when you schedule your readings. I still have people not paying when they schedule, and I have to go through and cancel unpaid appointments, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to cancel appointments, so please make sure to secure your appointment. Thank you. Now that that business is taken care of and out of the way, on to your reading, Capricorn, for May 2015. And the first card you have that came up here, Capricorn, I'm sorry, I don't like this card for you, but you have Five of Swords. You actually have two fives here, which back to back. I'm not so sure this didn't happen before. I don't know if it was for your sign or another. But here you have Five of Swords, and Five of Swords is a card that symbolizes to me taking a stance about something, like a battle stance. It can be considered drawing a line in the sand, throwing the gauntlet down. You're not going to have any nonsense, but you're ready for combat. Now, if there's people gossiping or conspiring about you or around you, they won't succeed. So it's not one of the weaker cards of the fives. It's the more of a combative card, but it's in your favor. You're standing your ground. I feel that for you, Capricorns, there's been a lot of unfair treatment going on, especially within your family. I feel there's definitely been a communication breakdown within your family, and a lot of people mad or at odds with each other comes up here. You're sort of telling people what they ought to do, and really, you're not wrong. They really should listen to what you're saying. I do feel you're being right in your assessment of what's going on and what you're saying outwardly to others. So I do feel they should take heed and listen to you. And I also feel in some of you, your family cases and things that are going on, you have some people that are coming in here and getting involved with what's going on, and they shouldn't. So if you have a family member that's not well and you guys are at odds with each other about what to do about this elderly relative or ill family member, you've got some other outside interference here that are coming in and sort of stirring up the pot one way or another. And I feel like you're going to be done with that too. I don't see you tolerating that. I feel like you're going to tell them, okay, you need to step off and not get involved in this scenario. So that's what's coming up first and foremost to me for Capricorn with this Five of Swords card. I feel some of you may feel like your authority is being challenged in some way, also comes up. And I definitely pick up the feeling that you're going to be angry that there are words that were spoken that shouldn't. I do get that it will get resolved one way or another. I do feel that you are going to find peace within this situation, but I don't feel it's right now. It may take as long as April of next year to feel it, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be improvements and things that sort of drift out and sail away or change in the circumstances between now and then. I just pick up like done and over it completely. Whatever this disruption I'm picking up about family interference, people being at odds, not liking your authority or challenging you, you having to tell them what's what, and I just feel that whole thing will take till next April to get resolved. So please don't shoot the messenger, Capricorn. I really want everybody's cards to come out like amazing every month, but unfortunately they don't. I mean, some months I feel like I look at people's cards and it looks like they're walking on gold. Other times I get jumbly. You've got a couple cards here that are concerning me slightly. They're not horrible, but here you have 5 of rods next. Now look, you had these 2 5s together. This is what you had. You had 5 of rods and 5 of swords. Okay? Now, 5 of rods is a card to me that can symbolize a struggle. 5s are always some kind of conflict or disruption to me. That's how I read it. So this 5 of rods is either an internal struggle going on within you, or it's a struggle with family members or co-workers, which look what came up on the first card. You clearly have some kind of struggle going on. I do get this feeling of people wanting to stop you. Now, stopping you could mean a million things, but that's the way the message is coming up first. This could be stop you from doing anything, leaving a job, leaving a marriage, starting a new job, leaving, moving to another country, a million different things, really. I hear that this situation that you're in is a karmic legacy playing out. So when I hear the word legacy, that to me means that this goes back to previous incarnations where you were tied up with these family members before in another scenario, that you're now trying to settle the karmic debts to each other now in this lifetime. You could also be trying to settle ancestry karmic debts in this lifetime, things that have gone on in the past that somehow through people's timeline have gotten trickled down to you, and now you're playing it out, and it's old stuff that goes way back. Either way, I definitely get ancestry, karmic ancestry things playing out here. You're actually the key. You're the key to this lock that turns in the lock and changes everything. That's what I'm hearing. I do hear that you're going to be able to build upon this experience, and it's going to catapult you forward in how you're going to make arrangements or deal with things going on in your own life, in your future, not now. This is going to help you in what you will do or not do, what arrangements you will make or not make, who you will have representing you or not representing you in your future. And so you're actually learning a lot of things right here. Maybe you don't see that yet, but it will serve you well in the future. So this difficulty will springboard into a positive for you in things that you're going to do. And you are the game changer here within this situation. I hear happiness comes from within, and that you, Capricorn, can always make your own happiness, even in these difficult situations. And I know many Capricorns. I'm friends with quite a few very dear Capricorns, and I do know that to be true. So don't forget that about yourself, Capricorn. I definitely get there's too many people stirring the pot and too many people involved. I feel that some people need to step back and step out of this situation. It's just clouding the issues and creating too much disharmony. And these are the people that are around you right now. First and foremost, it comes up as family. It could be work, but really it keeps coming up as family issues to me more than anything else. I do feel that you want to have less complacency and more loyalty from others moving forward. And that's not just in a family sense. For some of you, that's in a relationship sense of what you're looking for in a romantic partner. So you want less complacency and more loyalty all the way around, Capricorn, because you are loyal. You're loyal to those you love, and so you expect that and deserve it too. So don't forget that, Capricorn. Now, crowning your reading today, you have a very good card. Thank goodness, Capricorn. I was getting worried here. You have the Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups is crowning at the top, and this card means to me wish fulfillment. Good things coming to you in an emotional sense. Things that would be emotionally fulfilling to you and bring you, happiness and joy. Thank goodness, because you certainly have some disruption going on. I do hear you're going to be seeking counsel from someone else and leaning on someone for support. This could be in an emotional sense. I feel it's more like emotionally and mentally than it is actually monetarily. Money doesn't even show up here to me in that statement, but it could be in regard to support financially. But first and foremost, it's like a shoulder to cry on or lean on for stability and support. I do hear you're going to be generating a lot of good faith and goodwill, and I do hear your cup runneth over, and I feel it's going to be with good times and enjoyment. So look for something good that's going to be coming up for you, Capricorn. This could be like a loving outing or romantic getaway or outing with someone. This could be somebody just spoiling you with attention and affection, or attending a party or a gathering or going out socially with friends, because it's coming at you from other people. This is involving other people, and it's really going to be a great boost to you after this. Well, it's not really after it. This stuff still is going on, but it's like just the tonic you needed to see you clear from this nonsense that you're having to put up with and deal with, and this struggling that's going on. I wanted to add this here too. Looking at this, it keeps coming up to me in my mind, and I guess I was supposed to say it and forgot. With the Five of Rods, I also pick up some of you may be struggling about how you feel about a loved one in a romantic sense. So any of you that are questioning your partnerships in love, this card is also symbolizing an internal struggle with that, because I feel some of you are torn or have all this inner turmoil about a love relationship is connected to here, connected to this Five of Rods for some of you. Try to stay away from processed sugar and processed foods, and they're saying drink herbal tea and eat some kind of healthy snacks like apples or celery. I don't know, celery with peanut butter. Maybe some people would argue me and say that's not healthy. I'm definitely seeing apples and celery and fruit and like rabbit food, like carrot sticks, none of the good stuff, not nachos with melted cheese or, a big, big ale sitting there. No, I'm sorry. They want you to eat carrots and apples. Don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger here, Capricorn. Now, the next card you have here in your reading today is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles could be you, because adults can come up as pages, and this is an earth sign person. This is either a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be a male or a female, because a page can be boy or a girl, and this very well could be you or your child. I do get that there's going to be a communication repaired from some kind of communication breakdown that may have happened for you, Capricorn, with you and someone else. So I'm not sure if this is you or if this is the person that you had the communication breakdown with, but this is coming up through this card, and I do see it being repaired. I do feel that many of you are going to have a new mouth to feed, and someone new is coming in to join the fold of your family, or just just you. So some of you could be having a child. Some of you could be having a grandchild. Some of you could be adopting a child, or even maybe having a relative come and live with you that wasn't there before, or You could even be having a pet. If you're a pet lover, you could be adopting, a new cat or a new dog or some other kind of pet. I hear you need to travel lightly and keep things short. Keep your words short. Don't get into lengthy discussions with people right now. For some reason, it's best when you have to converse with people, anybody really. They're not specifying only this people or these people. Anybody. Just keep it brief and short. Words at a minimum right now. You definitely don't want to have comments blow up in your face. Now, I know that's kind of contradictory to the first card that I got where you were going to be telling people, giving them like they need to be listening to you and what you're having to say. I do still stand by that message, but this may be in another sense. This talking to people and being a person of few words and treading lightly could be in a work-related sense because I didn't feel it was within the same situation. I do feel you need to speak up in the other situation, in the family matters. In this situation, I feel any other tenuous situation you're in, if you're with a love partner that you have feeling uncertain about the status of the relationship, keep your words few and far between. If you're somebody that's at work and there's like a lot of some kind of stuff going on around that people are talking about or gossiping about, or there's some concern like, are people going to get fired or there's a change at your job? Again, don't say much in those situations because it's not going to serve you and you'll come out of it skating through much more easily and cleanly. So those of you Capricorns, think on that, okay? Think on that phrase because I do feel it's actually going to make sense to some of you and you're going to go, oh, I know just what she's talking about. Because something I said there is going to trigger something for you, especially those of you that this applies to in regard to work. I feel like you're going to be like, yeah, because there's some kind of changing of the guard or upheaval going on where you're working. Either bosses are changing or the structure of the business is changing or companies folding and doing something different, selling it. I don't know, but best time to keep your head down and don't say too much right now in a work-related sense. Now, for your outcome card for the tarot portion of your reading today for Capricorn, May 2015, you have the Justice card. And the Justice card to me is a card that symbolizes this can be court documents, dealing with a lawyer, dealing with the court system, dealing with law in any way, lawyers, judges. It could be lawsuits, it could be divorces, it could be contractual agreements between people. This card can also symbolize if a situation has been unfair that's been going on in your life, there could be now an evening of it, a balancing, justice being served, which you have some situations that are in serious question to me here earlier on in this card layout that seem family related. So we'll have to see what comes up here, but there could be just now things are going to be fair. I do feel that some of you Capricorns would be wise to study up on the law, especially if you're dealing with any pending or confusing situation that could have legalities circling around it. Just even looking it up on the computer and typing in your issue or consulting a legal friend or a paralegal if you don't want to hire a lawyer, because I feel that you need to be a little schooled or have some legal knowledge is going to help you. I'm not sure what the situation is about, but that's what's coming off this card first. I do feel some of you are going to be presented with a package deal or some kind of an arrangement that's going to come up that is either coming from a lawyer or it's something that is coming to you and therefore you need a lawyer to review it. It's one or the other. You need to re-listen to that statement again. Because I think you need to hear that one twice. Some of you may find yourself in dispute legally over belongings. This could involve a domestic dispute where two people are parting ways and you're having issue over the splitting of the assets and the personal property. So that's what I feel it's connected to for some of you, because I'm seeing a husband and a wife at odds with each other and paperwork between them. So this could be about a divorce, or maybe if you have a business, you're dividing with a spouse or an ex-spouse, or just you have a partnership arrangement with someone and that the partnership needs to be dissolved, maybe both business and personal, but in a business sense too, because I see property. I'm seeing property items that could be involved in owning a home or a business. And this could also be in a financial sense as well. I feel many of you are going to be getting out in just the nick of time. So some of you are pulling out of some kind of maybe bad business deal, bad land deal, some dicey business arrangement, or some pyramid scheme, or some house of cards that's ready to topple, or a business that's going to crash, or a company that's going to fail or go under. You're getting out just in the nick of time. So any advice you're getting from a lawyer or a financial person, just remember, it's time for you to jump out of a situation. Think on that, Capricorn, because some of you may be going, what's she talking about? That's what's coming up first. So remember what I said. This could be a legal dispute between dividing property in a family, in a domestic case first, could be business second, could be business partnership, getting out of that. But you definitely, and it could be something folding and going under. Maybe you have money invested in something and that's going to close or fold, or you have family business and maybe there's a bunch of family members and you all own a bunch of businesses together, but you're going to pull out of that business and you're going to do it just in the nick of time because their house of cards is going to fall over and you would have gotten sucked in under that rubble. So think on what I just said there, Capricorn. I hope that wasn't confusing, because I know it won't make sense to all of you Capricorns. It's only going to apply to some of you. And for the Doreen Virtues Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, you got the card of playfulness, which is actually kind of bizarre considering some of the cards you have that showed up here today, Capricorn, with the exception of Nine of Cups. I feel that out with the old, in with the new. What I'm saying is going to ring true with you, some of it, and you are now going to know what you need to do moving forward. I do get that. You're definitely being given an opportunity to flee or exit a scene that will not bode well for you if you stick with it. You don't want to jeopardize your job or your career, so cover your bases and cover your tracks carefully. Anything that you do put down in writing or keep good records of everything that you're doing. You could need this for future use. It's also good to write everything down in a planning sense of what you want to see happen and what the next steps are you want to take. It's a good time to start keeping ledgers or journals and logging all these things down, and expenses, any expenditures you have to make, because I'm seeing you writing numbers down, and keeping a list of numbers. So it is actually a financial ledger as well, Capricorn. I feel once you hit Christmas time, you're going to be feeling giddy and as happy as can be, like the babies in this playfulness card. That's a time where a lot of things really take an impressively good turn for you. And it's, for many of you, that's your birthday month for some of you. So December is a highlighted time, especially towards the very, very end of the month. So just know if you're going through any struggles or upheavals right now, you've got some really good things coming to you. Don't be surprised if you're single and looking to get married or wanting to be partnered with someone. You very well could get engaged in the month of December. Like on New Year's Eve maybe, or around the 30th. I'm seeing, from the 25th, from the 24th on to the end of the month. But especially once you hit 30 and 31, I see those are highlighted for possibility of an engagement or receiving like a really big commitment from somebody somehow. I do feel you Capricorns, many of you are like a spinning top. That's what they showed me in my head. And they said about ready to explode. And what they mean is, have you ever seen those tops that you spin and it's closed up? And as it spins around, it has all the rainbow colors, and then it opens up, and then all the colors are spinning around. That's what I'm seeing happening with you. You, to me, look like the spinning top, but spinning in a positive way. Try not to get hung up about the negative things that showed up with these cards. I don't feel for many of you they're a surprise. If they're not already going on in your life, then those messages don't apply to you. Then you need to watch your rising sign video or your moon sign video, because if those messages aren't making sense, don't think it's a future worry. I feel those issues are happening now. So just know that. So those messages wouldn't be applying to you Capricorns that this does not make sense to. So just keep note of that. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense to you Capricorns out there. I want to say thank you so much for liking, sharing, and watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. If you'd like to learn more about me or schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook. I post things there you won't see here at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, and follow me on Twitter at The Lucky Mermaid. If you have a pending reading with me, please make sure your phone number is current and up to date, and that you are on the same page as what time zone I'm in. I'm in the East Coast of the United States. That's the time zone you're scheduled for. Please go to an online time conversion for time zones so that you're ready for my call when I call you for your appointment. And also, please make sure to make your payments for the readings, because I have to cancel unpaid appointments. So thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful month of May, Capricorn, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.